Wesley here from Magnetic North Magnet Fishing, and today I'm going to be returning back to the collieries area in northeast Derbyshire, and the water is very high today, and unfortunately the river levels have doubled in size to what they was. That means that I won't be hitting as many rocks, so that's always a bonus. And as I've got a lightweight magnet using the Evo 60 from onlinemagnets.co.uk, there should be a good chance that I can still find things. So as you can see, with the river levels, they're very high today, very fast flowing. Just so you get a measure of it down there. That's normally quite shallow. As we turn the corner, you can see just how high the river level has actually got to. This is the River Drone, and as you can see, there is white water created, so it shows the speed that it's going at. Very silty, can't see the bottom, can't see the rocks, but there's stuff in there. So I'll get back to you after a first cast. So I'm at the first location site, and I found a nice little platform of natural embankment that I'm going to stand on, which is just there, the other side of the pipe. And I know there's stuff in here, so I'm going to give this a go. So I've just had these bits out. Well, I've tried the chest mount, and at the angle I'm at, it's not quite good enough for a video. I'll get used to it, I'll figure it out, change angles. But anyway, this is what I was just finding. So we've got big heavy ball bearing machine parts. We've got this here, no idea, it's got a hook on it, quite nice. Bike parts, so there's definitely a cycle in there somewhere. Cast bar, corrugated iron, bike chain, big bars like that, more bits of bar, more bike chain, just bits of pipe, random bits. There's that big metal plate there with angle iron on, more pipe. That's it for now. So as you can see, it's where I was, nice and clean, no debris left around. So on to the next spot. When you're casting upstream, you're pulling against the current, and it is pulling items from off the magnet. So I'm going to move to a safer area. You know what, this chest mount isn't working today. I'm going to go back to the traditional one-handed method for now, and at least that way I'll get a video out for you all. So this here, as you can see, is the river. It's still very high, and there's the old viaduct built in 1870, and that was for the Midland Railway. Very impressive structure there. But I'm going to the site of a colliery. So coming up the valley after the viaduct, you get the woodland, and this hollow just here, around there, and up here, that is actually an old mining pit from the 1600s, and this at the back is where the flue used to be, where mineral and that would be extracted from, brought out, and that's what they call a Q pit, because they are always in the shape of a letter Q. And just after that feature, we've just got onto the old tram track, which used to carry goods to the colliery. There's some spoil from along the way, and this here led directly to the coke ovens, which were a different form of coal smelting of lesser grade coal. This was operational from 1868 through to 1882, and it's on the maps as disused in 1887. So that would have been quite a busy route back in its day. From this higher level you can see the dugout of the impression of where the tram tracks used to be, and the miners used to walk on this higher platform just for safety. So these pathways, they was all hand dug at the time, and to stop miners slipping on the mud and the horses, which carried tools and equipment, there was the occasional packing stone put in, just like those there. So this would be used by the coal miners up until 1882 at the very latest. Old bricks were used as well, and as you can see, as it gets towards the bottom of the slope, to stop landslides from the heavy haulage of the tramway, they've actually started to put a revetment in, and then eventually proper stone line walls, which are absolutely beautiful, covered in the moss. So I've just come down to this level here where the bridge is, just below the old colliery, and as you can see, it's very high, very fast, and very, very rocky. So unfortunately, this particular site is not going to be able to be done in this current condition. It's too much high risk of getting magnets stuck amongst all that, and then you've got all these dangerous undercurrents as it filters through under this bridge going over here, which when the water calms down may well be a very good site to try. And coal levels over there as well, which is what they were originally extracting. And the earliest coal mining here was from the 1550s, and 1910, 1915 it's all gone. But beautiful area, lovely waterfall, and just over there below all them fields in them trees is the river course, and none of it can be accessed as it's all private land. So just down there there's a stream, but would you look how red that is with the iron. Prime site for finding stuff. And here I'm just joining a small beck run from one of the old collieries, That was the other part of that red river beck that I just showed you. And just over there we've got the re-emergence of the river. So just looking at that old drain and the ditch, the colour is very, very red, and that's flowing into the river, and that's what they call ochre water, and that's basically old discharge from the old mines. Ochre being the red iron staining that you see there. There will be metal down there as well. So even here the river is very high and very fast flowing, and that's the main road over there, so there could well be stuff down there, but you've got a garden, so not really accessible. So just to show you the difference, this here is coke. It's basically already fired coal containing black shale and bits of oil, and that would have been for the ovens. But here we've actually got proper coal that came from the local coal mine, and this, you can see how shiny that is. It's quite good burning coal, and that locally was known as black diamonds. And many a person, men, women and children, worked on such sites just to process these areas and mine this material. There's some ruins of a building just up there. That's part of the old colliery, the main colliery. So next to a footpath there's the continuation of the river. Next to an old building, it goes that way as well. And here we've got a stream that runs under this bridge and feeds the river. But just over here the stream also comes out. There's a small waterfall into this pool area, and you've got an old railway bridge there. So that again would possibly be a good area. But this is also where another colliery used to be, so again there could be tools and things in there. But look at that lovely little old bridge, mid-Victorian 1850s, and beautiful little river view spot, and perfect to have your lunch and that there. Talking of lunch, got myself a iced coffee, so enjoying that. And it's just in front of me, just there. What is nice, you've got that reconstructed bridge down there. Wonder how many people's fallen in that area. Quite a few. This was going to be a magnet fishing video, but it's turned out to be a walking, exploring, history tour, magnet fishing video all in one. So all the same, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'm going to go to the other colliery sites now and show you those, and maybe do a bit more magnet fishing further down. I've got a pond site I'm going to go to. So I've just come across this little area, and folk art, stones hanging in trees. That's a traditional sympathy magic thing. And the witch hanging there. And then we've got loads of local history, all old bricks, all different areas, South Yorkshire, Derbyshire, into West Yorkshire, and got a Staffordshire blue brick there, metallic. Dern bricks, Priestley's, lots of different ones. That's very interesting. Bolton Dern, some Sheffield made ones. Oh, very nice. So all those are all going to be Victorian in date 1870 through to about 1900. So here's an old motivation sign. Life is a daring adventure. It is, so live it. What a beautiful little area. Arch tree. The future depends on what you do today. The clouds have built up. Very, very dark looking. It's going to absolutely chuck it down with heavy rain again. So I'm heading to the shelter of some woodland for the final sight of the day, which is an old pond. And I'm going to have a cast there, maybe two. Never know, might even stay all day, depends what turns up. I've now made it into the woodland, and where I'm going to be fishing was the site of a former brick extraction work clay pit, 1800s in date, and there was also a rifle range in the same area, so that was used in the 1890s through to about 1900, and it seems to have just disappeared soon after, and the brick pit went out of use in the 1870s. And here is the pond that I'm going to be fishing, and as you can see, there's that heavy rain that I said was incoming, but just look how beautiful them colours are. So just pulled up computer hard drive. There we go. We'll see if we get anything else. Yeah, on that one, absolutely nothing on that one at all. So I've just changed angle, moved to a little spot a bit further around, see if there's anything else. But at least that hard drive, it's out the water, and nothing on that one. So casting back out, it is rather pungent pond, very smelly, but not feeling like there's much more in there. No, nothing. After several casts, we just had that hard drive. So there is history in the area, but in that particular site there's absolutely nothing old at all. So not every site is good to produce, but at least you can say that the area is clean and free of rubbish and debris. So that's something in its own right. Where there is a housing estate and this beck, there is evidence of dumping in there, old bricks, things like that. So I'm going to just give this area a little try with the magnet. So on little streams like this, you just have to put the magnet in and hope for the best that there's something there. So a couple of casts, I've just had that metal hinge out and an old spike, the clamp on top. So old footbridges like that on streams, crossing points, they sometimes have bits. So moving down, all I had on that last cast was magnetic rock. There's an old built structure there in the edge of the water. No idea what it is, so let's go and check it out. So on the structure, it's just some concrete of some purpose. I know there was a brickworks in the area, but maybe it's an old washing platform or something, I just don't know. There's an old brick there. But just here, as you can see, we've just had magnetic rock, nondescript, lots of nails. So it just shows what is actually in the water. And here we are, we've got a lovely old stone built bridge, brick on the top. That's going to be from the 1860s, 1870s. We've got another part of the river here. It is very fast flowing. It is full of rocks and old bricks. It's not very deep. At this point, at the moment, it's only 2.5, 3 foot. But with rocks like that and places like that in there, you won't want to be walking in it in this weather. So on that same beck or stream, whatever you want to call it, it is quite shallow, but another good indicator that there's going to be stuff in the water is when you come across old abandoned fences that clearly wasn't taken away for the war effort, corrugated industrial units that's being pulled down, and it's right on the end of a housing estate. So such an area would always have finds, and that would again be good for mudlarking, for magnet fishing, and for wading in Wellington boots or waders. Sites like this are shallow and they're somewhat safer than the rivers when they're in full flood. Would you look at that? It's actually sunny now. Oh well, that's the luck of the draw. So yeah, I just seem to always pick the times to get wet through. But that's it for today. Got quite a few bits out, and just going to basically walk back to the bus stop now, and I'm going to say thanks for watching. Not as exciting this time, but it can't be a good one every single time. Maybe next time, who knows? So you just never know what's going to come up when you magnet fish, mudlark and explore. So thanks again, and this is Lee from Magnetic North Magnet Fishing. Bye for now.